Hello everybody, my name is Cul Blu, and I'm bringing you guys random podcast number 88, and this one is going to be the 88th random pub, and this is going to be a normal game for everybody who is wondering. Cul Blu's not necessarily over the ability draft bug, but I still want to play ability draft, and I feel like casting a normal game since this is after the patch, and I felt like you guys deserve to see some games after the patch. So with all that said, for all those who have been following my stuff on YouTube, you know that I've been on break for a little bit. I'm still kind of sort of on break. I'm still doing some school stuff, but for the most part I can cast every once in a while. The big project that I had that was due like last week, I did it, I finished it, the presentation is done, and hopefully I got a good grade on that. I'm still a little shaky on that class, but we'll see how things pan out. But I'm completely done with that class. As far as my other things, I just have to do tests, and I have to make sure I keep up with everything, so that's all I gotta say. But yeah, guys, this is a random podcast number 88. The reason why I love casting random pubs is because we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know if it's gonna be a super long game. We don't know if it's gonna be a nice little stomp on one side. We don't know if it's gonna be some super even 70-minute farm fest Bloodseeker versus Brewmaster slugfest. We don't know any of that. What we do know is that this is a random pub, and we're expecting to see some pub-esque things, and hopefully these pub-esque things turn out to be the most awesomest things that you guys will see in a video for this week. So anyway, that said, this is patch 6.8.1, or 6.81, and that is a upgrade from 6.80. And the changes that we see so far, like I'm trying to like, go through the heroes and make sure I keep up on who's changed what and what they changed on who. That makes no sense. I'm sorry. But basically, other heroes that they. Hold on, did Mirana get a change? Alright, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from hero to hero after I do introductions, and I'm going to go through all the changes that they have, because I need to make sure I'm on top of my P's and Q's, and this is a good way to practice it, so you guys can get some more knowledge if you didn't know yourself, and I can also get some good practice. So let's go and start off introduction, start off on the side of the Radiant. On this Tusk, we see Fury, or Furry, I think Fury sounds cooler. Move on to this Bloodseeker, who looks pretty darn awesome. Looks like he has eyes on his head. Looks like a raven. Cool. On this Bloodseeker, we see Queeze on him. On this Sven, who's looking manly man, we see You Gotta Be Kidding Me. Or You Gotta Be Kidding Me. Huh, that's cute. You Gotta Be Kidding Me on that Sven. And last one on this Mirana, last one at least for people who's picked up, of course. We see Dyrshek, or Dyryak. We see Dyryak on that Mirana. Move on to the side, and the last person that have picked up on their side is, of course, Mirvigan, and we're just waiting on to see what hero that they're playing. On the side of the Dire, on this Ursa, we see Superman, and on this Wisp, or IO, actually no, on that, whoa, where's Wisp? Wisp is here. It says Wisp is here, but, oh, there you go. On that Ursa, we see Superman, and on this Wisp, we see, Moon on 2 is Brewmaster, we see the one, the only, FMP, and on this Juggernaut, excuse me, on this Juggernaut, we see D to the GT, D to the GT, down to go there, I think. And we're actually missing one on the side of the Dire, but the person who's on the side of the Radiant who was missing earlier is actually a Crystal Maiden, so we'll see more of again, play that Crystal Maiden in. And we're just waiting, hopefully that last person comes back through, because I'll be very sad if it doesn't. So while we have this nice little pause, it's a great time to go through the patch notes and different changes of each hero, because I think every single hero received a change that was popular in the meta, that is. I'll start from Juggernaut because I remember his the most prevalent. His base attack time is reduced from 1.6 to 1.5. Which, to put all that into perspective, guys, the thing that makes a carry a really good carry is not necessarily just the fact that they have a really good steroid, like Alchemist's ulti, or maybe PA's crit, or Juggernaut's crit, or Skeleton King's crit, or just any crit in general. Not because they have an innate built-in steroid like that, but also because their base attack time is usually really good. The best base attack time you can have in this game is 1, and that's Alchemist when he pops his Chemical Rage. It reduces base attack time at max level to 1, which is why he attacks so machine gun fast. And I think the next highest, like the natural next highest, is, I want to say Anti-Mage. I don't know, I need to go look at my numbers. Because Anti-Mage has a 1.45, which is really good. Juggernaut has a 1.5 5 now, so his got reduced from 1.7 to 1.5. So he's just a little bit slower on attacking than Anti-Mage, but he still has really good attack speed now. So that's going to be really nice to see how that plays out in this game. Actually going to go ahead and start for that poor man's shield first. Moving over to the Brewmaster, or sorry, moving on to the Treant Protector, who's the last pickup from Torkity Burkity. And we see Roshan getting done. Oh, okay, yeah, level 1 Roshan. Next level Dota, guys. Level 1 Roshan, it's a go. They're gonna go ahead and go for the kill on top of Roshan. This is gonna be pretty cool to see. This is pretty cool to see. I wasn't expecting them to go for this, but the tether plus the heals plus Ursa getting that free damage equals Roshan's gonna die here very fast. We'll see if they pick up on this, but I don't really know. Ursa's gonna take a little bit of damage. Has another healing salve available. Ursa gonna take some more right clicks. Healing salve does get canceled coming out from Wiz. It's gonna be a bad thing. They're gonna want Roshan to keep aggro on top of Ursa because they do not want to lose. They do not want to lose the heal coming up from Blizzard. Actually, they're going to go for a check, I think, on the radio? Nope, no check. No check at all. They're just going to go ahead and pick up the runes. But we got Ursa taking a bunch of damage. Blizzard's tanking the Roshan right now, and that's going to go ahead and pop himself a healing salve so Ursa can keep himself nice and healed up. And this Roshan will be going down here. 29 stacks on top of that, 450 extra damage from attacks. And Roshan does officially go down. Ursa picks it up. Beautiful plays coming up from these guys. Next level Dota is what we're going to see right here, guys. And now they're immediately both level 3. I think Tusk didn't pick up any XP from that, but that would have been cool if you would have. So Roshan, level 1 Roshan going down. And yeah, so they actually buffed Roshan, where his armor at level 1 is increased by like 1 or something like that. So he has more armor, but Ursa says, bro, I don't care, I got Wisp. So there you go, guys, you see it here first. Before you see it on the stage of TI4, you're going to see it here. Meanwhile, down bottom, we got Ursa plus Wiz going all on top of Sven. Sven, poor Sven. He can't do anything but just stun on top of... Oh, man, no, we got a Tusk on the snowball on the backside. Probably forgot he had to throw it a second time, but he will not be able to get the stun at the most opportune time possible. So Fury, a little bit late on that second cast on top of that snowball. Meanwhile, Crystal Man's around the corner. She has a Frostbite available. They're going to go for the Wisp, and Wisp actually can tether to her ally if she really wants to. Don't forget, Aegis is up on top of Ursa, so he's down to die right now. They're going to go for the Crystal Maiden. Easy kills, easy. Throws out the Ursa Strike. Here's a snowball. Beautiful snowball coming from Tusk, keeping his ally alive. Nice plays coming up from both sides, and there's the first blood going towards Ursa. Ursa will be losing his life, but Crystal Maiden does lose her life in return. The Aegis does get burned, but it doesn't really matter. That did give him that crazy good advantage. And Wuss is actually level 5 right now. Wuss is actually level 5. Meanwhile, mid, Bloodseeker versus Brewmaster. Surprisingly, Brewmaster's not having the most fun. And now we got the Bandit coming from... Wow. Sven just gonna go ahead and say, bro, screw all this. He abandons the game and just gives up all hope. And that is it, guys. I mean, Tusk gonna go ahead and throw out the snowball. Brewmaster. Brewmaster gonna get hit with the snowball here very soon. The snowball did get a nice little Bloodseeker on top of it, but that's really about it. There are a lot of changes in this game, guys. A lot of changes to talk about, and I was kind of hoping I would have enough time to talk about it, but sadly Sven feeling very butthurt, did not want to play anymore. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the changes. One of the main changes was Ursa. His his Fury Swipes are no longer unique attack modifiers. That's one thing. Treant Protector, I think he had to change too, like in his base damage or something strange. Brewmaster, I think he had to change his base damage too. He also has to change inside his Juggernaut Brawler, which basically it makes it a little bit better. It's like a guaranteed crit and a guaranteed evasion if he doesn't take any damage or attacks for a little bit. So it's a really cool little buff for him. I like it as a buff. I think it's a very necessary. I don't necessarily think it's very necessary, but it makes Brewmaster a little bit more competitive when he's like running to lane or something, or makes him a little bit more cool. But Mirana, she got to change her Sacred Arrow. Doesn't give her as much vision. I think Juggernaut talked about his change already. Crystal Maiden, her change, probably something in her like her base HP or something like that. Let's go ahead and look that up, since we have more than enough time. Nope, no Crystal Maiden. Yeah, Crystal Maiden got no changes. Sven got a change. His base damage is increased by 6. Are you kidding me? That's a lot of base damage. Sven got a lot of base damage increase on top of that. Tusk, one of his changes, his biggest changes, is his snowball. Basically, it's a two-part ability now. We have to use it once and you have to use it again. So the first time you use it, it turns him into a snowball like you saw before, and he just kind of waits there. And it does it for 4 seconds time. And he can actually load people inside of it, and the more people he loads inside of it, the faster it goes. And then he just releases it, and it goes and hits the person, stuns them, everybody's travel with them, they're invulnerable. It's a pretty cool spell. And now that I think about it, Tusk as a support is going to be really cool because he can snowball and then like keep an ally invulnerable for 4 seconds and then go for like some cool crazy strat or something like that. I don't know, it's going to be some really cool stuff that we see coming out of that. But only a 4-minute game, guys. I'm sorry the game was that short, but you saw the level on Roshan done. It is definitely worth a post. I'm going to go ahead and cut it there and call us a random pub. I'll give you guys another random pub for today. So don't worry, I'll cast another game. But this one's definitely getting posted. So anyway, that's it for this game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, I'll see you guys whenever.